Okay, let's get to business. I want to see your reactions. 1 minute. I'm Hakim Mariam by my name. I plan to be a medical doctor. You don't like to talk? Okay, no problem. Hakim Mariam, medical doctor. May I make it a reality? Medicine and surgery, mashallah, mashallah. May I make it a reality? What's university? Did you fill the form? Hakim Mariam. Or you are doing al-haya wa la ya'ti illa bi khair. So, polynomial. You know it. Yeah. I think al-haya wa la ya'ti illa bi khair. Or you are saying yes to filling the form. Which one? Polynomial. Now, okay, brilliant. So, okay. When we say nomial, let's try to dissect this word and know what it means. So let's take this word nomial. What is the meaning of nomial and what's the meaning of poly? So we take it separately. So a nomial is a mathematical term that refers to an algebraic expression made up of numbers and variables, combined using multiplication, divisions, and powers with non-negative integers. So nomial is just from the word name. So polynomial is an aspect of algebra. And when we say algebra is an aspect of mathematics that deals with numbers and letters. For example, if I have x plus 4, this is an algebraic expression. If I have 2x squared plus 3x plus 7, this is another algebraic expression. Now, a polynomial is just an expression with so many terms. This x here, standing alone, is a mathematical term. This 4 is another term. So in this expression, how many terms do we have? We have 2 terms. Terms are separated by signs. This is 2x squared. This is 1 term. This is 3x. This is another term. This is 7. This is another term. So how many terms do we have here? We have 3 terms. Do you get it? So when we say polynomial, it means it has more than, by default, normally, it's going to have so many terms. Let's just say like that, so many terms. Now, most of the time, a polynomial is also going to have a power. So if I have 3x squared, this 3 here is the number. It has a specific name. I'll get there. This x here is the variable or the unknown or the letter. But let's stick to variable only. Variable, it means that what can enter into x varies. It can be anything. I can say x is 2, x is 5, x is 7, x is 3, x is 9. When we give birth to a baby, for example, we give birth to a baby for the first time. That first day, the baby has a chance of having more than 1 million names. Yes or no? So it means that at that particular point, somebody can come and say, yeah, Coco, yeah, baby, yeah, Tunfulu, yeah. People will say so many things about the baby. They are just giving names. But at the instant when the baby becomes named, when you christen the baby, when you name the baby, for example, say, the name of our child today is going to be Bashiro. The name of our child is going to be Anike, for example. You've given the baby a name. That is now a constant. It's not a variable anymore. So it can't take any value anymore. We already know the value. So anything that we don't know, we call it variable, like this guy. This guy is a variable. Because the value can vary. It can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 3, anything, any number. Now, this guy here is called the power. We are going to lay more emphasis on this in mathematics. But in further maths, I want to talk about what? Polynomial. So 3x squared now. Any number in front of a letter is called coefficient. It's called what? Talk. Go ahead, please. Talk. Any number in front of a letter is called... Thank you so much. Coefficient. Coefficient. So I'm going to write series of numbers now. Now, this expression here is an example of a polynomial. Why? Because it has so many terms. 4x power 4 minus 3x cubed plus 2x squared plus x minus 7. Now, the coefficient of x power 4, I mean, what number is in front of x power 4? What number? 4. Do you see that? Number Oluwa niwaju x power 4. That's the meaning of coefficient. The coefficient of x power 3 is what? Now, yeah, we have 4 without any sign. The sign of a number is in front of that number. So this 4 now, the sign of 4 is supposed to be in front here. But nothing is written here. So what sign do we take for 4? We take a positive sign. We take a what? A positive sign. There's a saying in Arabic that al-aslu fil insan al-adala. This is an Arabic class, please. So there's a saying that al-aslu fil insan al-adala. That's the basic principle about someone, is that the person should be good. If you don't know somebody before, you will not expect the person to be a bad person. For example, you don't know me, you've not seen me before, you don't know anything about me, and you just tell your friend that I hate that person. You cannot hate me now because we've not had any interaction. I've never spoken to you before in my life. You did not see anything about me. You cannot say you hate me. So that's why any sign, any number that does not have any sign, we take the sign to be plus. Do you understand? So if I just write 7 here now and ask you that what's the sign in front of 7, the sign is plus. So anytime the number is starting and the sign is plus, we don't need to write it again. So we can even just remove it because we understand that what? The sign is positive. Do you get it, class? Mala Aisha is the only one reacting. Aisha, are you with me? Okay. Aisha, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ms. Hikma on the call. Hikma, you here? Okay, thank you. Sorry. Okay. Now, the coefficient of x power 3 now is not 3, but what? Negative 3. So we take the sign. What's the coefficient of x squared? Class, can type in the chat. No, x squared, the number in front of x squared. Okay, go ahead, Aisha, please ask a question.
Two.
True. Okay, okay, okay. Thank you. What's the coefficient of x? Now, this x has a power 1, but we don't like to write it. There's a power 1. So instead, we just say, let's write x. So mathematics, there's something common in mathematics. We don't like to write the start of something. For example, 1. We don't like to write it. We don't like to write. So we just not write it x, but we know that there's a 1 there. Do you understand? We know there's a 1. So we call that kind of 1, we call it understood 1. A 1 that we understand, but we don't write it. So what's the coefficient of x? There's a 1 also in front of this x. That 1 is also an understood 1. So we say that the coefficient of x is 1. Now, this guy here without x is called the constant term. The what? The constant term. The constant term is the term without what? Without that variable of interest. So the constant term here is what? Is -7. The constant term is -7. So let's write that. And I'm going to write another one and ask you to tell me the coefficient. So once you're done writing this, just like a quick exercise, you have to just type it in the chat. You tell me the coefficient of x power 6, coefficient of x power 4, coefficient of x power 5, coefficient of x power 3, coefficient of x power 1, and let's say x, coefficient of x power 2, then you tell me the constant term. So arrange it like this. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Quickly. So I think we can do this in 3 minutes. Okay, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? I received, can you all hear me? Let's signify you can hear me. Hello, can you hear me? Madam Yusha, go ahead and talk, please. You're on this list. Okay, good. Thank you, Hikma. Now, the coefficient of x power 6 is the number. I saw somebody wrote 6. I don't know how you got 6. So the coefficient is the number in front of it, not the power. There's a difference between the power and the number. So the number in front of 6, x power 6 is 5. The number in front of x power 4 is negative 4. Now, the number in front of x power 5, there is no x power 5 here. Or do we have x power 5? No. So it means that the coefficient is 0. That's why it's not there. Because 0 times x power 5 will give us what? 0. That's why it's not even here at all. Coefficient of x power 3 is what? Minus 3. Coefficient of x is 5. Coefficient of x power 2 is also 0. And the constant term is negative 7. Do you get it, guys? Do you understand this? Brilliant. Now, we all understand what coefficient is at the moment. Alhamdulillah. Now, let's dissect one nomial, one term. If I have 5x power 4, for example, what this means is that I have 5 times x power 4. You see this 5 and this x power 4, they are joined together by times. So we can break it like this. This x power 4, so we can decide to change x power 4 and drop it into x, 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 x 4 places. So if we decide to dissect fx power 4, it's going to be 5 times. Now I can use this dot as times in further maths and mathematics. So don't be surprised. This is dot, and this is decimal point. This one is not decimal point. If you put it down like this, it's decimal. So if you want to write 3.14, you're supposed to write like this, 3.14, and not 3.14. But why could mark this one for you? No problem. Don't worry. But this is the correct way to write it. This one here means 3 times 1/4. So this one should be 3 times 2, 6, 3 times 4, 12, 2, 1, 3 times 1, and 4 to 6. That should be the answer to this. Do you get it? Very important that you take that as we go again. So that dot is called dot product in mathematics. So 5 times x times x times x times x. This is 5x power 4. Do you get it, guys? Are we together, guys? Now let's look at something very interesting now. Addition and subtraction of polynomials. So we have an example. Given that P1 of X, that's how we like to name our polynomial, P1 of X. Can you repeat that, please? Say it, just the way I'm saying it, P1 of X. P1 of X, that's how we call this. P1 of X is equals to 7x cubed minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 4, and P2 of X is 5x squared plus 6x plus 1, and P3 of X is 4x cubed plus 2x minus 3. Now the question. Find A, P1 of X plus P2 of X. B, P1 of X plus P3 of X. C, P1 of X minus P2 of X. D, P3 of X minus P2 of X. Let's forget this. Now, to add and subtract polynomials is actually very simple, one of the simplest things you want to do. Now, the first question, A, says to find P1 of X plus P2 of X. So what is P1 of X? 7x3 minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 4 in one bracket plus P2 of X, 5x squared plus 6x plus 1. Now, there's a plus here. So nothing will happen to the right-hand side of the equation. So you can just open the bracket and say you have 7x cubed minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 4 plus 5x squared plus 6x plus 1. Now, there's something called like terms, and we have to group them. We have to arrange them with the order of their power. So we start with 7x power 3. Then we take x squared next. But we have another x squared, this guy here, so we put it beside this one. And we go to the next, the x, this guy. So we have another x again, 6, and we put it beside it. We move to the constant term 4. We also have another constant term here 1. So we then perform the operation. So 7x cubed, negative 4x squared plus 5x squared. So it's just like saying you have negative 4 plus 5. This can be a bit disturbing at the moment. But again, the Academy has a YouTube channel. So I have some videos on YouTube that have explained some very simple terms. So I'm going to implore you that you go through the channel. I'm going to ask the class progress monitor to drop the channel on the link, and to drop the link to our YouTube channel on the chat. So the instruction is very clear. There are some videos on the playlist. You see those videos. We have like over 30 videos on YouTube. So the instruction is you watch some videos. There are some videos that I'm going to send you the link privately. You have to like watch them before the class. And after which you subscribe to the channel. It's also very important that you help the Academy. So help us subscribe to the channel. You can also share with people that you know would benefit. Everything on the video is actually very free. So it's free for human consumption. So negative 4 plus 5. You want to remove negative 4 from positive 5. It means that when you remove 4 from 5, you have 1 left. So that will be plus x squared. Remember, we cannot write 1 because it is wrong in mathematics to show 1. Plus then 3x plus 6x, that gives us a 9x plus 5. Now you can only add stuffs of the same term. Look at, I only added or subtracted the x squared, guys. I also touched the x, guys, because they are 2. And I also touched the constant, guys. Now I cannot add this 7 and this 9 together, because this 7 is joined together to x power 3, and this 9 is joined together to an x. So they are not of the same caliber. They're not of the same level. So our answer to this question 1A is solved already. 7x cubed plus x squared plus 9x plus 5. That's the answer. Do you get it, guys? Is this simple or you want me to explain again? Okay. Hikma, Aisha, Qasim. Okay. I think I need to explain again to it's not clear. So what is there a specific part you don't understand? Is it line one? Is it line two? Is it line three? Is it line four? Everything I've been explaining since morning. Or everything I started explaining from addition and subtraction of polynomials. What part? Can you be a bit more specific?
The part A.
Part A, okay. Okay, so let's just do that again quickly. So the question says to add the polynomials. Don't worry, guys, it's just to ensure that everybody is carried along. We have P1. These are P1. We have P2. These are P2. The question says to add them together. What's our P1? Let's write it out. 7x power 3 minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 4. We want to add it to what? To 5x squared plus 6x plus 1. Now in mathematics, you can only add stuffs of the same term. For example, in Islam, we do not entertain ikhtilat. The same thing here. We have the males in a separate way. We have the females. We are not encouraged to mix the males and the females together. No, not in any form of worship. We want to observe so that I didn't know Muslim. They are Muslim now, yeah. Everybody, yeah. Safu kono, yeah. To say it's not allowed anywhere. It's so wrong. The same way we cannot allow ikhtilat in what? In mathematics. So Yorubas will say I don't know. I'm not really Yoruba person like that. But what I'm trying to say is that birds of a feather flock together. So 7x cube. So 7x cube. Then we'll go to the next one, square. Minus 4x squared. 5x squared. Then we go to the next one, 3x. Does it have a term like itself? Yes, 6x. We are particular about the letters x square. Then later on, letter 4 and 1, we put them beside each other. Then we now perform the operation in front of them. 7x cubed, I'll drop it. Minus 4x squared plus 5x squared. Now, anytime you see minus 4 plus 5, now what you want to do, you cannot touch the x. You see the x, they are fixed. You cannot touch them. Maybe that is where the confusion is coming from. You can't touch this x squared and x squared. You can only touch the numbers in front of them. That's the only thing you can add. So minus 4 plus 5. You are owing Malam Yusha 4 naira. And because you answered the question correctly in my class, I gave you 5 naira. If you pay Malam Yusha 4 naira, how much do you have left with you? 1 naira. But in mathematics, we don't like to show 1. And we are operating x squared, so we just say what? Plus x squared. Knowing that there is a 1 in front of this x squared. Is that clear, Yusuf?
Yes, sir.
Good. Plus. Now, we move to the next one, 3x and 6x. Again, remember that we are only touching the numbers in front of them. The x is just the x. We are not doing anything about it. Now, 3 plus 6 is 9x. Then 4 plus 1, 5. That's our answer. Do we get it? Is it clear, everybody? Please, for Allah's sake, anything I do on this board, that is not clear, anything any teacher teaches you in this class that is not clear, please ask questions. We are Muslims and we want you to be the top at the best. We want you to be at the top and at the best. And it starts from here. Anything at all that is not clear. If you ask me a question and I don't know, I will not lie to you. I will tell you I don't know. But what will happen is that the fact that I don't know it right now does not mean I cannot find out. So if you give me like 1 hour, 2, or next day, I will find the answer to the question most likely. But if I don't know something, I will not lie to you that I know it. No, I'll tell you, this one I don't know it. Do you understand? So anything I will teach you, I would make sure that I've done my research before I come to the class to teach you. And if you tell me you don't understand, I will use a better approach. Do you get? So please follow us. If there's anything at all you don't understand, ask questions. Very, very important. Very, very important. Thank you so much. Now, let's look at B. And because I've been teaching this thing for a couple of times now, I know exactly where students will get it wrong. If you tell me something is not clear, I know most likely what the doubt will be. Because I've been teaching this thing like this for like 10 years now. I've been teaching and earning money since 2013. Like collecting money new. It's not teaching that in our primary school. No, collecting money that I'm living off it now. This is my job since 2013. That's like 12 years now. And it's not teaching primary school, it's teaching for WAEC, for JAM, for yeah. Some of your tutors that will be teaching you are also my students. At least like 2 or 3 of them are my students. But now they are now Babazu. Like your English is my students too. So, and a biology is also my students, but in Arabia, not in, I think, okay, I taught him some statistics in Fuka, but that's by the way. So we have B. It says to do P1 of X plus P3 of X plus, what is P1 of X? Again, 7X cubed minus 4X squared plus 3X plus 4. What is P3 of X? This guy here, P3. So you just pick the number, plus 4X cubed plus 2X minus 3. Now we start with the biggest guy. The biggest guy is the X power 3 guy. So 7X cubed. Does it have a companion? Yes. Only power 3. So I'm going to say 4X3. So we're going to put 4X3 beside it. Then we go to the next guy, X squared minus 4X. Don't forget that we're going to pick it with the sign. Minus, I put up the minus here. Say X squared, so we leave it. We go to the next guy, 3X. So yes, 2X, we bring 2X. Then the next guy, plus 4. So X variable, yes, it has minus 3. Now let's join together. 7X cubed plus 4X cubed. Again, you cannot touch this X cubed. If it is plus, you cannot touch it. Those are the simple things that you think that are difficult in maths. They are not difficult. If this thing is multiplication, you can touch. But it's not multiplication, so you cannot touch. Do you understand? It's just as simple as knowing when to put your elubo inside your hot water. You get it? It's as simple as that. Knowing exactly when to put your salt when you are cooking. Knowing exactly when to put your alubosa when you are preparing beans. All those things is the same thing we apply here in mathematics. If it is plus, this S cube, you cannot add them. You only add the numbers in front of them. 7 plus 4, 11. And you just gently put the X cube there, X cube. Now, minus 4X squared is standing alone. So you just write minus 4X squared. Then 3X plus 2X, you just add the 3 and the 2. That gives you a 5X. Then plus 4 minus 3. That's a 1. So you just write plus 1. Any question around this? Okay, quickly, for like a class fund. Okay, it's not clear. Where exactly? It's not clear. Anamisha, did you drop a
No,
message? Let's see.
I need no question, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Now, like a class fund, quickly, let's take P2 of X plus P3 of X. Quickly, drop your answer in the chat. Don't worry, the X, if you want to write X, just write 5X. Just put the number in front. I will know what it stands for. You get it? Maybe you want to do 5x3. Just write 5x3. I'll know you are trying to say cube. You get it. Don't worry. Quickly. That should take us like around 2 minutes. I'm writing this note as well. Okay. Assignment should be coming in now. Good. I'm particularly interested in 5x power 3, 5x squared, 8x minus 2. Okay. Now, only I've gotten, so far, I've gotten 2 submissions. It was not like the same thing with the first person, so you must try to write something different from the first person. So even if you get the same answer as the first person, you have to write a totally different answer. How do you do that? I'm just joking. And I'm Yusha. Oh, mashallah, how did you write cube? You're trying to show that you're using Android, are you? I'm patiently waiting for Malam Yusuf's submission. Okay. While I'm used to, I'm waiting for your assignment, for your submission. As we await while I'm used to submission, have you all written this part? I want to do that of negative. The next question says, P1 of x minus P2 of x, which is 7x3 minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 4. Now, when we say negative in mathematics, your math teacher would most likely use BC to finish you. I recently saw a post that the person said something like, if we asked to pay back all the money we have borrowed from us, borrowed one, that nobody will be able to live off the debt. Now, in maths, we use minus to show that we borrow. That shows something very important. And even in Islam, Islam does not joke with dayn. The longest verse in the Quran speaks about what? The longest verse of the Quran. Are we together? Please.
Yes, sir. Can you repeat the question?
I said the longest verse in the Quran speaks about what?
Then, debt.
Then it talks about debt. How are we going to pay our debt and all of that? And it's the longest verse in the Quran. In fact, the whole full page. And there's still another one again in the next verse of that, in the next page, that still continues the discussion about debt. So that shows us that debt is not something that we want to joke with. And one of the things that even if Allah forgives a person's sin, you are still going to be asked about debt. So it's important that we do not leave off any debt. So that's why Islam encourages that we write out our debt. Now, that's not where we are going actually, but it's important. Anytime you see minus in mathematics, you have to be very, very careful. You see this minus here? The way we play in plus, the way we just play, that we're just free, doing the way we like, we cannot do the same thing in minus. So you have to be very, very careful. So when you bring down minus like this, put brackets. Put what? Brackets. Very important. That shows that, basically you, anything BC, as a business person, you don't put capital and BC together. You separate BC. You separate capital. The way you treat BC is different from the way you treat capital. So in mathematics, we don't joke with BC. We put brackets. Minus, you have to be very, very careful. Let me tell you one story. 2012, me and somebody that is part of your teacher in this class, we are solving a question together with our teacher. So I happen to be the teacher to that person, and we also have another teacher again that teaches both of us. So we're solving a question. I could remember vividly. I think it's a preliminary question like this. I'm not sure if the person would remember. So the textbook we're using then was called additional mass, Godman and something. Two truths, yeah. Godman, two truths. No, two truths is project mass. Godman. So the name of the is additional mass, white and red. So we're solving a particular question. We're solving. We've used like 5 pages to solve that mass question. Meanwhile, we still could not get the answer. We wronged again. We started from the beginning. It was this student of mine that now pointed our attention to the fact that we have altered a sign. There was supposed to be a minus there, but we used plus. You know what happened? It cost us so many drama. We were able to solve that very simple question. So we started using so many ways, so many methods. This what I'm telling you is over 13 years now. So that's the power of minus. Minus, if you see minus, you have to be very, very careful. So you have to put a bracket. Then we write P2. What is P2, guys? P2 is 5x squared plus 6x plus 1. Now, why do we need to put a minus here? You know what this minus will do? The power of this minus is that it will turn this plus here, turn into minus. It will turn this plus here to minus as well. That's the power of minus. So we are now going to rearrange this and write it as 7x power 3 minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 4. Then this minus will be in front of 5x squared. This plus here will turn to minus. This plus here will turn to minus. Can you see? That's the power of minus. Look at what happened. It neutralizes all the positives that we have in the question. Do you get it, guys? Now we can now group, just like we did earlier. So we have 7x power 3. Good. Go ahead. Yusuf, please, go ahead.
Yes, sir. What do you talk about the brackets? I think my network broke that time. You said the power of the brackets.
Yes, so I said anytime we see a negative sign, we have to be very careful with the way we approach the question. Minus Ilagbaragon. That guy is very, very stubborn. So we have to bring a bracket. Because this minus is going to change all the signs you have in the bracket. If you have a minus here before, minus a must be plus. If you have a plus, it will change to minus. Do you understand? That was why this plus here became minus here. This plus here became minus. Then we have completed the job of the minus. Do you understand? Good. Now we can now group and say we have 7x cubed minus 4x squared. We bring minus 5x squared again. Plus 3x minus 6x plus 4 minus 1. Now, 7x cubed, we just write 7x cubed. Minus 4x squared minus 5x squared. Don't forget that we will not touch this x squared. Minus 4 minus 5. You are owing a person 4 naira. You are owing another person 5 naira. How much are you owing altogether? 9 naira. So 9x squared. Minus 4 minus 5 is minus 9. Now, plus 3x minus 6x. You are owing 6 naira, but you have 3 naira. When you pay the 3 naira, how much are you still owing? You are still owing a 3. So that's why it's going to be a minus 3. Don't forget you will not touch the x, so just drop the x. Then plus 4 minus 1 plus 3 is our answer. Do we get it? Good. Then the last one, P3 minus P2. Okay, guys. P3 of x minus P2 of x. What is P3 of x? P3 of x is this guy, 4x cubed. So we say 4x cubed plus 2x minus 3. Again, minus, what happens? Bring your bracket. What is P2? P2 of x is 5x squared plus 6x plus 1. This minus will change every time. So we have 4x cubed plus 2x minus 3 minus 5x squared minus 6x minus 1. Then we join. 4x cubed is the biggest guy. It has no accomplice. Minus 5x squared. It has no accomplice as well. Plus 2x minus 6x minus 3 minus 1. Now let's join. So I have 4x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x minus 6x. You are owing 6 naira, you have 2 naira. If you pay 2 naira, you are still owing 4 naira. So because you are still owing, that will be a minus 4. Then you put what? X. Minus 3 minus 1. You are owing 3 naira, you are owing 1 naira. How much are you owing altogether? 4 naira. But if you check the YouTube channel, the way I explained on the YouTube, I did not use the concept of owing. I used a different concept entirely. So I'm going to share the link with you so you can look at that at your leisure. Now we've gone past the end time of the class actually. So now it's supposed to be the prep time, the prep period. So in our class, the prep period yesterday, somebody did something very interesting. And I think that's the approach I want us to imbibe. So what the person did was that the person sent a voice note of what she had read. So I think I would want us to do that as well. Again, today, you're not going to take your prep on the call. You're going to take your prep outside the call, just like we did yesterday. Once you are done, send a message on the group chat that I am through, I am true, sir, or I am true, anyhow you like it. Then come to my DM and send me a voice note of what you've read. So in today's class, in today's prep session, I read about compound nouns. I also revised what we did yesterday. I did my assignments, and I also went over polynomials and how to add and subtract polynomials. C'est fini. Is that okay? Good. Again, I'll give you guys assignment on this call. So let me know when you're done writing this so I can write your assignment. Or do I type it to you guys? Okay, I'll do like your English. I'll send the assignment to you on the chat, inshallah. Once you are done writing, you can exit the group, make the slim on the charts, exit the group, start taking your prep because we have 30 minutes or 37 minutes before the whole session ends. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next class, inshallah. So tomorrow you have biology and chemistry. You won't see me tomorrow. You won't see you won't see SBM as well. Okay, go ahead, Yusuf. You have a question, please.
Yes, what about the number letter C?
Letter
We should
C.
work on.
Yes. Did you do it? The class one, right? This one?
Yes, I have submitted it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You send it to the group or you send it to the chat?
In the chat, in the chat.
Okay, let me check. So I was particularly interested in what 5x squared plus 4su plus them. Okay. I don't know what you did, but let's look at it quickly before we. So I just wanted to add px2 plus px3, p2 of x, sorry, plus p3 of x. I want to add these two guys together. It will be 4x cubed will be the first guy. Then 5x squared will follow. Then plus 2x plus 6x minus 3 plus 1. So I think, let me check what you did. X squared 4x cubed left. So you're just supposed to join these two guys. These two guys are the only guys I can add. So 4x cubed plus 5x squared will just remain the way they are. Then 2x plus 6x will give us 8x. Then minus 3 plus 1 will give us minus 2. So this should be the answer actually. Do you get it? Don't worry, with practice, inshallah. We are not going to solve one question, don't worry. With practice, you become very good at it. Bismillah, don't worry. So, okay, guys, see you in the next class. Assalamu alaikum. ورحمة
وعليكم السلام
الله.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاكم الله خيرا.
جزاكم الله خيرا.
آمين أنتم فجزاكم الله خيرا. Hold on, let me stop. Oh, sorry, let me stop recording.